You might want to sit down for this one, because what you are about to hear will definitely surprise you. You probably remember Jan Brady, the middle child from the Brady bunch. She was always trying to get attention, always stuck between her older sister Marcia and younger sister Cindy. Jan was the one who said things like Marcia, 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 and wore big glasses and had those moments where she just could not figure life out. On the show, she was shy, awkward, and kind of goofy. But in real life, the actress who played Jan Brady, whose name is Plumb, made a choice later in her career that shocked a lot of people. It was bold, it was unexpected, and yes, it left almost nothing to the imagination. If you are watching this around other people, you might want to turn your screen just a little. This is not one of those stories where you already know what is coming. Because the truth behind what Plumb did might make you see Jan Brady in a completely different way. When the Brady Bunch was on television, Eve was just a teenager. People saw her as the awkward but sweet girl next door. But when the show ended, she did not want to keep playing the same kind of character over and over again. She wanted to be taken seriously as an actress. She wanted to try new things, even if that meant making big changes. That is exactly what she did. In the year 1976, Plumb took on a role in a made-for-television movie that was very different from what people were used to seeing her do. The movie was called Dawn, Portrait of a Teenage Runaway, and it was nothing like the Brady Bunch. In this film, she played a teenage girl who runs away from home and ends up living a very rough and risky life on the streets. It was dark, emotional, and showed sides of her that fans had never seen before. In the movie, there were scenes where Eve wore outfits that were meant to show how dangerous and sad her character's life had become. Some of those outfits left very little to the imagination. People who watched it could not believe that this was the same girl who once played Jan Brady. They gasped. They stared. And some of them even got mad. They said it was too much. They said she should have stayed the good girl. But here is the truth, Plumb was not Jan Brady. She was an actress. And she was tired of being stuck in the same box. She wanted to grow. She wanted to try new roles, even if they made people uncomfortable. And to be honest, she did an amazing job in that movie. She showed emotion, strength, and pain in a way that most people never expected. Still, the public was shocked. People had grown up watching her as a quiet, nervous teenager. Seeing her in a low-cut dress, playing a runaway trying to survive, was more than most of them were ready for. That is why people say she left nothing to the imagination. Because she really went all in on that role. It was not about being wild or trying to be famous again. It was about showing that she was more than just a side character in a family comedy. Even though it was risky, that role helped Plumb step into a new chapter. She got more acting jobs, and she even started doing theater and painting. Yes, she became an artist too. She built a life for herself that was full of different colors, not just one simple story. Looking back, people have come to respect what she did. Sure, some were shocked at first, but over time, they saw that she was brave. She stood up and said, "I am not just Jan Brady. I am more than that." And honestly, she proved it. So if you ever hear someone say that Jan Brady left nothing to the imagination, you will know they are probably talking about Plumb's powerful, risky choice to take on a serious role that no one saw coming. It was not about shock value. It was about taking control of her own story. And whether people liked it or not, she made a big move, and she did not look back. That is something worth remembering. If you made it to the end of this video, let us know what you think about Eve's choice. Would you have been shocked too? Or do you think it was just part of growing up and becoming your true self? Hit the like button if this story surprised you, and make sure to subscribe so you do not miss the next one. See you in the next video.